What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming. And yeah, in my previous video, I talked about Xbox and how they're doing a lot of things to try to kind of get into a better place in this console generation's console war. You know, they're doing a lot of things in response because they're solidly in second place and they obviously want the first place. Well, I think to be fair, I should talk about some of the things PlayStation is doing. Some of the things PlayStation is doing in response to Xbox, and some of the things that they're doing that inadvertently might help Xbox take that #1 spot from them. Now, Xbox has been #2 for longer than 2 years now. Even though the consoles have not been out that long, Xbox kind of came out of the gate already with a loss on it. When the two consoles were announced, Xbox announced theirs a day before and said, you know, they had the DRM requirement, which wouldn't allow you to resell a game or loan a game to a friend. The 24-hour online, 24/7 online requirement that is always there. What else? The Kinect, which is going to watch you all the time. And there were a few other things, but those are the three big things. And then PlayStation came out the next day and said, all right, yeah, all the stuff you guys didn't like with Xbox, yeah, we're not going to do any of that. We're just not going to do it. Because, you know, hey, we're all about the players. And admittedly, we were all sold on it. And when the two consoles came out, a lot of people had already decided on PlayStation because Xbox handled everything so poorly, even though they did backtrack so quickly. And also, you know, they changed all the policies as well. The damage was already done. So PlayStation has been on top from when they were announced. And there were a few months where Xbox outsold the PlayStation, but even in those months, PlayStation's total number sold, cumulative, was still way higher than Xbox. And even up till now, Xbox has sold less than half of what PlayStation has sold. So I think that has led PlayStation to kind of become complacent. You know, they feel maybe that Xbox can't take their top spot. And I really think that that is, #1, untrue, because it doesn't take much for a console to take the top spot. And 2 is a very dangerous outlook, because then you're just not going to see it happen. PlayStation is doing a lot of things that are really questionable. They are raising the price of PlayStation Plus in the European region. And this is a service people don't necessarily see the value in. It is, in my opinion, a good service, but not everyone agrees with me. You have to pay on both Xbox and PlayStation. You have to pay a fee to play online with your friends. And PlayStation Plus, granted you get a free game with it, but it's going up. The 1 month and the 3-month subscriptions are going up in the European region. And this is an area that PlayStation has always had a stranglehold in. Microsoft and Nintendo have never really had good penetration there. At least not lately with Nintendo. The older Nintendo consoles, they're kind of hit or miss, depending on which country it is. But PlayStation has always been the top console in Europe. And this might turn a few people away and give Xbox a chance to kind of get their foot in the door in Europe, which could be interesting. Now, they're also, in response to Xbox's backwards compatibility, PlayStation came out and said, we're not doing it. We're not doing backwards compatibility. We already have PlayStation Now, which PlayStation Now is not a viable replacement for backwards compatibility because of 4 reasons. 1, it's always online. You are required to be online all the time and streaming from the cloud, which requires a pretty good internet connection. 2, you have to pay for the games, whereas Xbox, all you have to do is just put the game in. If you've already purchased it, hey, you can play it on Xbox One. 2, not every game is on there. And 3, oh yeah, you have to pay for it for games you already own. I'm not that bad at math, I swear. But this is not a good solution. This is not a good replacement for backwards compatibility, and neither is their other idea, which is we're just going to re-release some of our older games that people really like, and we're going to charge full retail. And this isn't like the Final Fantasy VII remake where they're redoing it top to bottom. This is a port to the PS4 that they're charging nearly full retail for, and that's not going to work. The other, one more issue they have is they've decided that, well, their time is better spent pursuing third-party deals and third-party exclusivity rather than coming up with first-party titles. They said that at E3 this year, and they've shown it because their first-party offerings this year are actually pretty sparse. And Xbox is coming out saying, yeah, well, we have a better list of exclusive games coming out this year, but that's really a subjective thing. PlayStation has really, I think, gotten kind of lax in what they've done, and I think that could be an issue. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that maybe Xbox could catch up to PlayStation? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I am the Console Samurai, and I'll see you.